Mission H24 is a Le Mans testing car, or prototype you can say, where a team is trying to develop a car to race the Le Mans 24 hours only using hydrogen power with a hydrogen fuel cell. And that got me thinking, are electric powered prototype cars a good idea? So today I've downloaded a mod for automobilists that could too, called the InMotion Revolution, link down below, and I'll be driving it and seeing if electric prototypes are a good idea. And obviously I won't be driving the H24, I will be driving something which uses batteries, so it'll be a bit different. But let's get into AMS2 and see the specs. So now we are in the game, and as you can see, this car, the InMotion Revolution, which is an electric car, it's rear-wheel drive, and it has slick tires, Michelin's it seems like. In-game we'll see what it is. And obviously because it's an electric car, it's a 1-speed sequential, which means it has a constant gear and also I believe a reverse gear. Then it has it weighs 1.3 tons, which is quite a lot, and it has a lot of weight at the front, which is interesting. Quite a lot of torque, which is usual, and not a ton of horsepower, which is interesting. And it only has ABS, and it has some basic things. But let's look at the DPI to compare. So it has a bit more, the DPI has a bit more horsepower, quite a bit less torque, has TC but not ABS, 6-speed sequential, weighs like 200 kilos, 300 kilos less, and the weight distribution is about the same. So it's interesting. It's not that dissimilar, that different from the actual an actual prototype. But if we check these, yeah, it's a bit the same here too. It weighs a bit less. It has a bit less horsepower, weighs quite a bit more, but has a lot more torque. So let us see how that feels by driving around Daytona. Okay, so now we are sitting in the car, and let us start it and see how it sounds, but I think we all know how it will. Yeah. It doesn't make any sound. Or does it? Wait. Not when revving it, but wait. If I turn off that... Okay. So I have to turn on the breaker. Okay. And you have to start it. Interesting. Okay, now it makes a sound. And to just say, it doesn't sound that bad. But let us see how it handles. So thankfully it sort of has ABS. Okay, so that's the highest ABS level, but it still locks the brake quite a bit. And yeah, it has quite a lot of torque. So we'll see from a standing start how much it can go. Yeah, so it takes a little bit for it to get to 100. But that's, I don't know why. Maybe due to the lower amount of power. But it feels like it might not have the best brakes either. But that may be the explanation for that might be is because it is a student car. So developed by students of a certain university in Belgium, I think it was. Or is everything, all the details say on the Chaos Modding Team's website. But you can see here. I'm just trying to heat up the tires. Okay, I overshot that a bit. But let's do a lap and see how it handles. Then afterwards, I think we can do a lap in the DPI and see how that car feels. So the top speed of 301 kph. So you can probably make that a bit longer if you want. And I overshot that, so maybe a bit too much bias towards the front. Okay, so you need to be smooth with trail braking, it feels like. Okay. So yeah, you need to be quite smooth with the trail braking, but the thing with losing the rear for the corners might just be a MS2 thing, or maybe I should have more brake bias. We'll see it. I'll have to experiment with the car, but we'll do another lap. But this is quite a nice car. You can see you have carbon fiber all around. Oh, has a Motec screen, it seems like. They have everything visible there. So it looks quite alright, I would say. So I braked quite a lot here. A thing which I would like that maybe you can do is add some engine braking. And what that means is, or what I mean, is that in a normal car, that when you lift off the gas or the throttle, the car using the engine slows down, and then with electric cars you can change how powerful that is. So in this I would like it if you could actually change it a bit, so you can make it a bit more powerful maybe. I think that might help a little bit. But it's really slidey. It loves losing the rear. But that might also be a AMS2 thing, because cars love sliding around a bit, which you might hear. But that will be what's it called, changed with the new V1.5 update, which will arrive next month. But at the end of this month, as of recording this, there is no update yet, but there will be for the Formula Ultimate Gen 2, also known as the modern F1 cars with ground effect. And you don't want to miss that video, so hit the subscribe button, also the notification bell, to know when I upload that video and all my other videos on amazing content in this amazing sim. So yeah, this car pulls quite a lot into the corners. So if you put on the throttle, it pulls. The annoying thing with the basic setup is that it's limited to such quite a low top speed for this track. But there we have it, an 138.3. So let me just jump in to the what's it called, let me jump into the DPI and let us see how it compares. Okay, so now we are sitting in this car and let us see how it sounds. Sounds interesting. And let us see how it drives. So instantly, this car feels like it is quite a lot more alive. This car feels a lot more direct in the movement. What I mean by that is, where I want it to go, it goes. It's quite pointy, you can say, the car. Yeah, it's really pointy. And this car also has traction control, which means I can go on the throttle quite hard on the exit. But the rear is still a bit far. It has a bit, wants to slip out a bit. Then this cockpit, you have the fan system, you have that. So if you want to go boom, boom, and then you just brake here. Okay, so the brakes on this car work really well. Yeah, this car is a lot more direct. That 200 kilos might do an actual difference, because I know in F1 they're complaining about the weight, and the weight has gone up like 200 kilos since like the mid to from the noughties. It's gone up quite a bit, the weight, until now. So they say it's a lot a while. So the weight, even though it's not a lot, might have made a difference. Accidentally slip, and that's a big issue I have with the sim, is the rear stepping out when trying to brake and turn, especially into higher speed corners. So we'll have to do another lap, but that makes me drive another lap whilst talking. And this car might not have ABS, but it really feels like it has. It's really good. And I can be a lot more confident on the throttle. Yeah, this car feels really good compared to the electric one. But the electric one has its torque, but it's not that... It doesn't feel like it's that significant. But that car still feels like it has a lot more pull out of the corners. Don't care about the track limits. Just hug the apex. And let's keep on driving. And we did already a 138.6 with even this bad first corner. So this car is already quite a lot quicker. So I think what that car lacks is the downforce. Because I'm already a second up, and that was through braking, so maybe the brakes and the downforce are quite low on that car, because yeah, this car feels a lot more direct, not pointier, which is what I like in a car. I want a pointy car, but still a stable car. Let's see, I'm already 1.2 seconds up, so I gained like a second through turn 1, and then through the whole in the section I gained like a 2/10. Let's see how much I can gain through here. Let's push it a bit. Yeah, through there I gained like a 1/10. So it just shows the difference downforce and brakes can do. Because this doesn't have a lot more power, it has less torque and weighs quite a bit less, which I also said could be one of the main differences. So what the other car lacks is its downforce, braking capability, even though it has ABS, and its weight. Yeah, I can drive this car for quite a while. It's really fun. I'm probably not even doing the correct lines, and I'm still gaining quite a bit. Yeah, that corner I'm really bad at. But the whole section here, I would say, or the whole circuit, this car. Yeah, in the other car I did like, what was it, like 2-3 laps? And I got it down to 38.3. Now I will get it, hopefully down, this car, to more than a second quicker. So we are like 8 tenths quicker currently. And with this lap, I'm going to be roughly 7 tenths quicker, so like 1.5 seconds. Yeah, so you see here. I'm just pushing it a lot more. And I'm gaining a lot. You see, I'm already a second up again. This car is just so fun to drive. So I'm just, if before me just driving a lot more than I actually maybe should. So let me get to the conclusion just quickly here, and then I'll stop more, and then we'll have a quick chat. Okay, so the car, this car, great fun. The other car, fun, but not as fun. This one has downforce, very pointy, and has very good brakes, even though it has no ABS. The other car has ABS, has okay brakes, I would say okay amount of downforce, but it weighs quite a bit more. And this car is just, you tell it to go left, it goes left. You tell it to go right, it goes right. It goes where it tells you. So good, this car, with the amount of downforce and the downforce it has. So the other car, yeah, it's not on this car's level. And now boom, I'm like over like 2 seconds quicker. So let me talk to you about this car. It's good, this car, the Cadillac DPI. It's really good. The other car, it's alright. So is electric cars good for, or is an electric prototype a good idea? I would say yes and no. Yes, it's a good idea for the future and to make a product which can battle with a internal combustion engine cars. But is it prepared? Is it ready? And I would say no, because if you look at Formula E, the cars have to be tiny, not a lot of downforce, and they have to be really they can't have a lot of power. That's what I mean. Whilst in the future, hopefully, we have solid state batteries coming. If I remember, I will link to a video about solid state batteries in cars, and that video tells you about like solid state batteries. I think there was like half the weight, double the capacity. They are basically the future of battery technology currently, I would say, and they would be a really good fit for motorsports. But what do you think? Comment down below. And whilst you're down there, I'll remind you, hit the subscribe button and also like. And whilst you're subscribing, also hit the bell icon to know when I'm uploading. My next video, as I said, will be on the new V1.5 physics for the Formula Ultimate Gen 2, even though the AMS2 V.5 update arrives in a month. But until then, I've been Racing Lady. You've been amazing viewers. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.